and welcome to Beauty on a Budget and my questions answered. Thank you so much guys for sending me such lovely questions. I've been really always, what can I answer and how long's this video going to be? So I've answered as many as I possibly can, and I appreciate everyone who's taken the effort to send me a question. What I've tried to do is, if I've got the doggies have come out to say hello again. If I've got more than one question that's been asked a lot of times, I've tried to just use the once, but I hope I've done it fairly and I hope I've covered everything. But if you want me to do another video like this, then of course I will do that for you. I'm breaking this down into two parts. I'm going to do the first half this week and I'll do the second half next week, because there's a lot of questions and I don't want to send you all to sleep like I might do. So this is the first part. Now this is pre-recorded, just a few days, because I'm going down to my grandchildren, summer holiday times, and nanny babysits and granddad babysits. So I haven't as yet drawn my winner for my giveaway, but it will be at the end of this video, because what I will do is that I've pre-recorded this part, but at the end of the video I will wait until the week's up, until there's plenty of time, so that everybody has put in who wants to, and then I'll do the random comment picker. But so keep on to the end of this video. I'll attach it at the end, okay? So let's get into the questions. And thank you everybody who sent questions. So Chloe Bird, hello Chloe. Chloe's is wonderful subscriber. She supports me all the time and gives me much encouragement. So thank you, Chloe. So Chloe asks, what skincare advice would I give her at her age? She's 32. I would say, Chloe, I'm not a specialist, Chloe, I always say that, but I always say prevention is better than cure. Even at 32, I wish I knew what I know now about skincare. Yes, moisturiser is very important. Sunscreen is the main thing. For me, I would say sunscreen. And it's quite straightforward things. And, I don't want to go into too many sort of use this and use that and use this and, I would say the basic important things. Take your makeup off before you go to bed. Always. Don't go to bed in your makeup. Have a perfectly clean face. Do a skincare routine. What works for you? So overnight time, see what works for you. At 32, I don't use a retin-eye. I don't use retin-A, or any sort of tretinoin, so I can't advise you down that line. Although there's lovely ladies on here that can, but I can't advise you down that line because I don't use tretinoin. But I would say definitely moisturise, always cleanse, always cleanse, and trial and error. Try things what suits your face, what you think is right. But definitely cleanse and definitely sunscreen and definitely moisturise. Those are the things that I would say are the most important at 32. But if you want, more advice on the tretinoin line, as I say, there's lots of our lovely ladies that will give you that. So thanks, Chloe, and thanks for your support, darling. Glitzy Fritzy, our Mary, don't you just love her? You always get the one. Mary asks, will the red microwave make a comeback? If someone's going to ask that, it's going to be Mary. You just love her. So that's our Glitzy Fritzy. And anybody who's not sure what she means is I always filmed in my kitchen before my room was decorated. And my microwave was behind me. I have a red microwave behind me. Well, the red microwave make a comeback. It may do, Mary. I'm not sure. It's all according where I'm filming on the day. You always get the one. I just love her. Okay. Cynthia Green. Have you ever been to Texas? No, Cynthia, I haven't, my love. I haven't been to America at all. I've never been to America. It's been my dream. I won't say anything at all. Just watch your space, okay? Dorothy, Anthony, and Patsy M. Dorothy and Patsy, thank you so much. Thank you for your support and for always being there for me. And I appreciate you both very, very much. Both of them have said a very similar question. It's, if you didn't live in England, where would you want to live? Ireland. Because my mum was Irish. I've never been, I've never visited Ireland, and it's on my bucket list, and it's certainly something that I want to do. But for things that my mum told me and thoughts of her childhood, which of course probably nothing like it now, the same as England isn't, but I've got heartstrings in Ireland, so Ireland, definitely. Thank you for the question, ladies. Mary Ellen, after 60. Hello, my darling, and thank you 1,000 times for the love and support you show me. I'm always amazed at channels, you know, like Mary Ellen. She's so established and she's so loved here on YouTube. And yet she's always there and she supports me all the time. And, you know, I can't tell you how, you know, how grateful I am that she's there for me. But her question, what is the most favourite job you have ever had? As much, you know, probably a few who know me will know that my career was always in personnel. I was a personnel manager for many years. So it's been dealing with people. I've loved the fact that I've dealt with people. I love the fact that I've helped people. Probably my most favourite job was, I worked for a store over here, and I would go to different parts of the country and you know, train personnel managers and be personnel managers. I had quite a good job, and I enjoyed it very much, but there were some parts of the country that I would go to that were quite poor, and the personnel people there that were in that firm, they didn't have the same sort of self-esteem and drive as some areas do. Some areas you would go into and the people would be up and running and very sure of themselves, not that that always worked, but very sure of themselves. But some you would go and people would be very timid and you'd have to encourage them. And I liked that. I liked the part of the job that someone would feel better because of things that I could say to them, that someone would come out of their shell because of things that I could say to them. My self-satisfaction would come in that. So that was my favourite part of my job. Thank you, Mary Ellen. You know I love you. Kiem Johnson. I think it's Kiem. I hope I'm saying it right, my love. How long have I been married? Baz and I have been together for 13, 14 years, and we've been married 9 years next month. Hayley Louise. Hi, Hayley. What do you know about life that you didn't know in your younger years? Oh my, this could be a whole video itself. So many things. So many things. I know what's important now. I know what matters now. I know that things like trust and kindness are far more important and far outweigh anything physical, or, you know, I just know so much more now about people and what I want out of life and my goals in life are entirely different. It would be a whole video in itself. And plus on the end of that, I know that I should have used sunscreen. Oh boy, do I know I should have used sunscreen. Thank you, Hayley, so much. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right, guys. This is Bev Hegarty. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Bev, because she asked me, did you used to work in the beauty industry? No, I have never worked in the beauty industry. Anything I know is self-taught. And the only beauty industry I've ever been in is YouTube. No, I've never actually worked at anything professional, but I've loved it and studied it since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I love beauty products. I love everything feminine like that, and it's always been what I've been drawn to. So I've read and studied and researched so much, but actually, you know, been in the beauty industry, no, I haven't. My daughter is, my eldest daughter is a beauty consultant, and she was a beauty consultant at Harrods. And she's, you know, she did really well in that, although now she's a mum and she's the priorities have changed as well. But no, I haven't ever been in the beauty industry. Okay, so next question is from Uplifting Home, and she asked me, what is your neighbourhood like? Hello, Carol. If you don't know Carol, her channel is called Uplifting Home. She is one of the sweetest, kindest, loveliest ladies you could ever wish to meet. And she, you know, when you see someone and you think, you're just too kind for this world. Carol's like that, and I love her. And thank you for your support, Carol. What is your neighbourhood like? It's not bad. You know, it's not bad. For a suburb, it's not bad. My particular area where I live in a court. So the court that I live in, we all know each other, but we're not into each other's lives all the time. There's always support there. There's always, if Baz will take an in the middle of the night, I could go to 2-4 houses, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I know people that would help me. You know, I've got some wonderful friends on here, wonderful, wonderful friends, and on my court. But like all areas, there's good and bad sort of parts to it. We don't get a lot of trouble or problems where I live at all. But obviously you can take a trek out a little while, and yes, there is, you know, there is. But I guess that's the same everywhere. It's an estate. It's a large estate, but I'm on the end of the estate, so the parks and the fields and everything are just behind me. So that's really nice as well. It's nice to take Tess, my little dog, and it's nice. It's quiet, but there's children, and you can always hear children. You can hear little dogs, and that, I like that. I like to know I'm alive. So I really like my place where I live, Carol. I really like it. Thank you, my darling. Caroline, I think it's Locker. Oh, Caroline, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at pronunciation. I think it's Locker. Caroline, thank you for asking me, darling. Do you have any anti-aging tips apart from using a moisturiser? There's so many, and there's so many. And as I said to Chloe at the beginning, whatever age really, my main ones would be always take your makeup off, and sunscreen. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. I cannot emphasize the importance of sunscreen. Okay, so Nell JM asked me, hi Nell, she asked me, what jobs have you had? Well, I said I was always in personnel. That was my thing from when I was quite young. I went to university for personnel management, so that's always been my main thing. But I have had other jobs. When my children were small, very small, and I wanted to be there for them all the time, when they were at, you know, kindergarten, out of school, I would work a few hours here and there. I worked in old people's home. I just helped old people. I've done a bit of cleaning in old people's home. I've worked in a bar. I was a barmaid. I've done lots of things when my children were small that enabled me always to be there for my children. When they were older, I went back into personnel. But when they were very small, it was very important for me to be there. So I did jobs that when they were in nursery, when they were in, infant school, junior school, I would do jobs that would tally in with their schooling. So I worked in a school for a while. I worked in welfare in school for a while because I would get the school holidays that my children got. Not having a big family and not having that sort of support when my children were small, I needed to be there for them and have worked the hours around what was convenient for them. So before I went back into personnel, I sort of did a lot of things really, probably mostly the welfare in the school, just so that I could cover the school holidays. Thank you for that now. Judy, so I love this. Judy so-and-so. I think that's so good. It's S-E-W, so S-E-W. I really like that. So Judy, hi my love. She asked me, when I was a child, what did I want to be when I grew up? Always something in the beauty industry. Always something. Or at the time they used to call them air hostess. Then they called them trolley dollies. Then they called them flight attendants. But when I was small, it was air hostess. And that was something I wanted to do. But always the beauty industry, always something into the beauty industry. But as I grew up a little bit more and I went into upper school, I knew that it was the people thing I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to help people in some way. So that's why I went further in education into personnel. But thank you, Judy, so much for that. Now, this is a name. What a lovely name. Paola Di Maria. What an absolutely beautiful name. Paola Di Maria. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And hello, my darling, Paola. I hope I'm saying that right. Have you ever met any other YouTubers or subscribers, either unexpectedly in the street or in a planned meetup? I've never met any in the street unexpectedly. But yes, I have met other YouTubers in planned meetups. And I can honestly say that they have become now my closest friends. Two of my closest friends I've met personally, and I met through YouTube. So yes, I have, and I've met them quite often, and they're very dear to my heart. So I love them dearly. Subscribers, I haven't met as yet, just as subscribers. I met other YouTube content creators, but I've never met a subscriber in the street as yet. But as I said, I'm in England. I'm in the north of England. I'm in quite a little villagey place. So no, that I think would be unlikely. But I'd be great if I did. I'd love that. I'd love that. But as yet, I've not met any subscribers. No, Paola. So thank you for your question and your lovely name. So I think for today we will leave it for there, and then I will carry on next week with another set of questions. I'll record that now, but I don't want to do too much in one go and, give you too much to think about at one time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, guys, for asking me all these lovely questions and taking the time out of your day to think of a question, and for entering my giveaway and for everything that you do. Thank you so much, guys. I just love you all. I really do. I'll see you in my next video. You take care of yourselves, and don't forget to watch the end of this one, because I'm going to put on the end of here and announce the giveaway, because I'd have done it by then. Okay? Take care. Bye. Bye.
Okay, my friends, I'm back again, and as I said, it's the time for my winners announcement. After going through random comment picker and trying to work it out yet again, I absolutely skipped the cutting the grass outside. I think I may be technically challenged. I can't work any of it out. Anyway, the winner is dun, 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 drum roll, dun, dun, dun. Nancy Boyd. Well done, Nancy. Congratulations, my darling. Please, I'll leave my email down below. It is easy for you to see. Please, can you send me your address and I'll get that off to you as soon as possible. Congratulations, Nancy. And thank you, everybody who joined and asked me the questions and gave me some lovely, lovely comments. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.